Satisfactory version 1 is here. After 5 years in early access, Satisfactory is finally here. If you missed it, I've already played basically 1000 hours into this game. We went to the end of the early access. We managed to finish the whole game. But now it's basically a whole new game. There is so much new things that I can't tell you all of the new things now. We just have to play it. We're gonna play it, but we're gonna do something a bit different than maybe all of the other YouTubers you've seen out there. Most of them, they're telling you like the perfect location, the perfect start. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do a new game and we're gonna go directly to the Dune Desert. Recommended for Advanced Pioneer. To be honest, I think all starting location, they have pros and cons, but definitely the Dune Desert is one that you don't see often. So we're gonna go there. And the other big thing we're going to do is, I promise you, we're going to play without any cheats. We're not going to put any advanced game setting. And the key reason for this is when you place advanced game setting, you will not get any achievement. And in this series here, I want to show you how to get all the achievements. On top of this, we're also going, to make, of course, beautiful factories, very efficient factories, and much more. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below. Also, if you have any requests for this series. My idea is probably to keep each of the episodes to around 30 minutes, where it's not going to be all me building all the time, where I'm also going to build some things offline and then show them to you, because, again, this is a game where it's going to take me a lot of hours to get to the end. And so you may not want to see all of it. But if you're interested, maybe we can also start a live stream series where maybe, we play a bit more relaxed all together. So let's go into this. We're going to say Gamer Consultant, and we're not going to skip the intro or anything like this, because even in the intro there is a couple of new things. I'm gonna be interested to see if you can see them. I'm gonna show you a few, but I'm not gonna tell all of them, so I can see also in the comments below if you can identify some other ones. Let's dive right in. So no advanced game setting, and we're starting in the Dune Desert. Let's go. You can skip, the intro if you want, but again, there's some new stuff in the intro.
Separation from main transport complete. Group A delivered to Calistian region. All pioneers functional, initiating dispersion. Attention pioneer, I am Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant. Welcome to the Fixit Incorporated Save the Day program. A Fixit pioneer has 3 core assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fixit guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure. Explore and exploit. Fixit selected planets are rich with resources suitable for direct use or further investigation. Stay within your designated.
Whoa.
And that is why the world is counting on pioneers like you. Fixit. Short-term solutions to long-term problems.
That was new, right? And of course,
Initiating planetfall.
part of the intro is also different.
Atmospheric entry in 3, 2,
1, go. And it is.
arrow assist.
Scary that there's some
Acceptable parameters.
acceptable parameters.
Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute. Deploying
Back up.
parachute.
Skipping parachute.
Landing phase begun.
Oh.
Retropropulsion.
And here we are. We can see the Dune Desert, and in the back actually the nice waterfall. We're arriving on the planet. So yes, we are in the Save the Day program. That is new.
Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable.
I am acceptable. I hope you agree. Oh, and here we are. This is again the Dune Desert. So sand everywhere. But fun facts, there's actually more water here than in many other places. it's just harder to find it.
You are the third in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, ABB, in the binary system of Akicha.
Okay. Hello, Ada.
Loading objective-based introduction. Begin onboarding.
Sure. Tell me what to do.
First contact safety tool supplied due to presence of alien megafauna. Adhere to Fix-It procedure and equip the Fix-It Inc. Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone.
Xeno Zapper. So sometimes I'm gonna press enter, you know, to not have Ada go too much. But yeah, we are now, you know, on the new planet. We have our objective over here on the left. You know, first one's very easy. I wanted to go through again, you know, the basics in case many of you may be new to the game. You'll see everything, but quickly we'll also go into more advanced, you know, tips and tricks. We can see some animals. You can see beautiful, right? This is really beautiful. You can see also my footprints in the sand. I love these details. But yeah, let's put a Xeno Zapper into our hand so we can attack.
Next objective, dismantle the drop pod. Fix-It Incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop pod will be recycled to construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
The hub is indeed now built with iron. So you press F. With F, you can dismantle anything, right? Anything that you build. So any building we'll build in the future, we can also dismantle them and we'll get back the resources. So that's a pretty good thing about Satisfactory.
Next objective, use the resource scanner to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub.
Sure thing.
Find iron, be assured scans of the planet.
So we're gonna press V to be able to scan. Right now we only have access to the scan of iron, or in the future we'll have many other types of ore. But yeah, you press V and then you stop pressing it and it's giving a pulse. And then at the top I can see where there's iron. 134, there's one here, 124, 108. So there's quite a bit of iron, of course. The Dune Desert is actually a pretty hard location to start for a couple of reasons, but it does have actually a lot of resources. I'm also quite slow right now. I don't have anything to help me go faster. Oh, an enemy there. It's gonna attack us as soon as he sees us. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a bit where we are. So here we have one. We have quite a few trees over there, so I may go this side. There is another good starting location completely on the other side. But yeah, I think here, you know, this is one iron. This is getting a bit blue. And there's another one here. But actually the other ones are pretty far. And very quickly into the game, we're going to unlock the map with M, where we're gonna be able to see, you know, a lot more, a lot further. Right now, I don't have this, but I do know the game quite well. And so I know that this is not exactly where I want to start. I want to start a bit closer to the water, and in particular, maybe also a bit closer to there, where there's gonna be a bit more resource. So let's start walking a bit in that direction. I'm gonna make, you know, a quick time lapse of me getting there. But again, this is getting us closer to the water there. You see this waterfall. This is where we're trying to go to. There's also a couple of interesting elements, like you can see this thing there. That's gonna be cool. There's some enemies. For now, I'm trying to avoid them. There's no reason to fight. We're gonna fight soon enough to claim some resources. So it is. I'm getting now a bit closer. You know, you can see the water here. There's a river. And there's one iron there. Oh, this enemy has seen me. And you can see these ones are not basic animals. This is also one of the reasons why not a lot of new players start in the Dune Desert, because these guys are pretty strong. But yeah, here it is. This is where I want to start. You can see there is one here, one there. So 3 resources plus 1 just that we left behind. There's the special one there. So there's quite a few things here to capture. Sometimes you will also find these in the middle of nowhere. This is an actual mining ground. These ones are just resources, you know, you can find anywhere, and they are limited. So if I press E, you can see it's starting to mine. In this case, mining raw quartz.
Mineral collected. This mineral is composed composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions.
Yes,
Store this potential resource for later.
so it's quartz. Okay, there's an enemy there. Let's go fight it. So these guys, they can attack you from far, right? And so you want to get as close as possible and attack with your Xenozapper. We can pick up their remains. That's going to be useful in the future.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study.
Interesting. So we have arrived now to an iron ore node. This is an impure node, so it's not a great one. In the future, we definitely will want better ones, but to get us started, that's okay. So it is.
Next objective, use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fix it does not pay by the kilometer.
They don't indeed. You can see there's also some leaves. You can pick them with E, same as mining manually. So here is some there too. That's going to be useful in the future. Of course, we're not going to want to mine manually. We're going to want to automate this, but that's going to take a minute. First, we need to build a hub. And as you saw, right, we said there was a couple of other nodes over here. So I think putting the hub here in the middle is a good idea, especially because this is a bit flat. So we're going to put the hub, pressing Q, we get into a build menu. So we have the hub and the crafting bench available. In the future, we're going to get a lot more, of course. So let's go. It costs 20, exactly what we have. You can use your middle mouse button to rotate it. Right, we'll be able in the future to do a lot more, but for now, that's basically it. We can also delete it, by the way, right, and get the resources. So if you're not happy, put it somewhere else.
Hub terminal and crafting bench are only the humble beginnings of a successful fix-it pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 1.
Indeed, right now there's not a lot, but soon we're gonna get a lot more. We have a hub terminal and we have a craft bench. Craft bench, this is the same as this one, right? We can create one anywhere we want on the map, but we have sort of one integrating into our hub. We're gonna see that in a second. First, let's go into the hub terminal. This is sort of your research tree. We're now in tier 0, we're gonna unlock up to tier 9. Tier 9 is a completely new tier, but all of the other tiers have also had small changes if you played the early access before. So tier 0, that's a pretty easy one. We just want, to pay 10 of these iron ore. This is going to give us one more equipment slot for our hand. It's gonna unlock the portable miner to semi-automate, let's say, mining, and the equipment workshop. So obviously we want to select this milestone so that now we can see it over here. This is our objective, right? And this way we know our goal. Then we can go into the crafting bench, right, to start crafting. We're going to be able to craft everything here. But again, this is sort of semi-automation. I'll show you in a second. First, we do need to gather a bit more of this. So let's go. You can press only once E and then let it go. You don't have to touch anything, so I can talk to you guys. Don't hesitate, of course, to tell me in the comments below if you have any questions. I know this episode, this first one, is not gonna be, crazy new for many people, but I want to start from scratch. And, as soon as I post this one, I'll also post at least the next one, maybe 3 at once. And then if you know my channel, you know that I do post very regularly. So we'll get into, the mid game and soon the end game pretty quickly. Okay, so we've done some mining and we can go back there. And that's why you don't want to put it too far at the beginning. So we can do some iron ingot. Similarly over here, you can just press space one time, then that's it. And it's going to start doing the crafting, right? So we're transforming the iron ore into iron ingot. It is a 1-to-1 ratio for this, recipe. So that's a pretty easy one. For now, we can only do it in the crafting bench. Later, you'll be able to automate it in other places, of course. And then with those iron ingots, we can start making some iron ore. This is also 1-to-1, so pretty easy. We have 24, we're gonna make 24, but we only need 10 actually. So we don't really need to make 24, but while we're at it, let's just make it. And so now we can press Control, click on it to deliver it into a hub and do the first upgrade. Here it is. We have a couple of new things.
Storage and frame completed. Equipment like the portable miner can now be made in the workshop. Congratulations on completing your first milestone, the first of many providing access to new recipes and technologies for the Fix-It mission.
I'm so proud.
Complete hub upgrade 2.
So yes, obviously we have a new objective. We have a personal storage box where I can put, for example, my quartz and my splitter remains right now. I don't need them, right? We have the frame of the building that is starting, and we have also unlocked a couple of new things. But first, let's go back into the hub, see that for upgrade 2, we're gonna need 20 of these ones and 10 of these. And then we're gonna unlock a lot of things actually with that. So that's good. Let's put it here. And then, as I said, there is a couple of things we have unlocked. In particular, we have a new building, the equipment workshop. All right. So this equipment workshop, it's gonna cost me some money or some resources. It's gonna cost me 4 iron rod and 6 iron plates. I don't actually have that, right? You can see this one is fine. We have 14. This one I have none of them. So what I did is actually I clicked here on the plus sign. So it is now in my to-do list. So I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. I know I need 6 of this. In the future, that can be really valuable when you leave your main base to create a new factory or a new base, and you're not really sure what you need. But now you know, because you can follow this and see. Let's say I know I need 10 constructors and I need 5 splitters, etc. Then I'll be able to know exactly how much resource I need for that. Okay, so this is an impure node, so it's taking some time for us to get the resources, but it's a start. Okay, that should be enough to get us the next 2 things. Oops, sorry, let's go back and do it. And I know if you're new to the game, it may seem like, it's tedious to get started, but it is the point, is they want you to automate as soon as possible. So they're making it, very tedious at the beginning so that you really want to do this automation as quickly as you can. So it is, we have some iron ingots. Let's make a few iron plates. You can see now we have 6, that's perfect. I also know I need a few more for the other, but yeah, let's go. Let's build a workshop over here. And so now in this workshop, again, in the future we'll have a lot of things, but right now there is only 2 things we can do. A new Xeno Zapper if we lost it, but it requires resources we don't really have, and portable miners. This is really good. Let's build a couple. We can build 3 right now, so let's do that. We're gonna build 3 right away. Oh no, sorry, we can only build 2. My bad. I could potentially go back, but yeah, let's just take 2. So now we have those portable miners. They're in my inventory. You press tab to get to your inventory. I can put them on my hands, and pressing, rotating my middle mouse button, I can go to this. And now I can just place them with the right click or left click, of the button. And here it is. Cool animation, as you can see. Love it. And by the way, this is the first achievement you should be getting, putting portable miners. So now a portable miner, you see, is doing the mining for us. If I look over here, it has already 7, 8, right? It's producing more and more. And then I can grab it. And same for this one, I can grab it, right? And now I have some reserve. And it's especially good, like I can leave some here, then I can go to another mine, and when I come back, these guys are gonna be full, right? So that's pretty good. Let's do a few more upgrades, and I'll see you in a minute. Here it is, ladies and gents, a couple of minutes later, and actually the first night. Look at this beautiful sky, right? Amazing. So again, it's just a few minutes, but we've made some good progress. I have now 3 of these portable miner, and the great thing about Satisfactory is it's all about exponential growth, right? As soon as you put 1, then it becomes a lot easier to put a second one and the third, etc. Now, for example, you can see there's 15 to this one, right? 15 to this one. So we already have good reserves, right? Similarly, I've actually already made a couple more, and I've made some reserves of iron ore and iron plates, so we can do the second tier, second upgrade of the hub. Let's go. Hub 2. Now we have some walls.
Hub upgrade 2, power and shell, completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled. Fun fact, most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fixit technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus.
We can't have that. I want my bonus. But yeah, we have a room, pretty bare bone. There's not even a toilet, but it's getting there. And we have also something over here, right? We'll talk about this in a second. First, let's do the same as always, which is to check our next mission, right? Upgrade 3. This is going to require 20 iron plates, 20 iron rods, but also 20 wires. This is something new, right? So yes, we can deliver those two already. That's done, right? But more importantly, we want to do some wires. Those wires are gonna come from copper ingot, which is a new thing from the copper ore, right? So we have actually press V now, not just the iron ore, we also have the copper ore. And this is the one that you can see over there, right? And actually we have a second one over there, right? And a third one a bit further. So let's go fight with the guy that is over here. This one is actually one that likes to go close combat. You may remember I said the other one you need to go close. This one is actually somewhat the opposite. He likes to attack you. Hey, where are you going? Okay, done. Let's take...
New alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma.
It definitely wants to give us blunt force trauma. So when you have a mine that has something like this in the middle, you do need to destroy it before you can build a miner on it. So we're destroying it. It is still impure, it's not so great. But again, these are really starting location, starting mines, so it's not that important. It will be a lot more important to have pure nodes, or at least normal nodes, when we get, later in the mid game and end game. So it is. We have done some of this mining, but more importantly, again, the key thing I can do now is automate this, right? Let's go place some miners, again, 3 miners, they're starting great, right? So we're gonna start getting some of this copper automatically. What else should we be doing? Well, we have now power and smelter, right? The smelter is going to automate basically the transformation of our ore into ingots. So that's obviously a very important one, right? We're gonna want to do for both sides, but it does require a wire to build it, right? So you can see it over here, you can press plus, you can see it over there, right? So I need 8 to do this. So we're not ready for that, right? We're gonna need to first automate, do some in a hub, as always. So let's go back to the hub over here and do some of that. Oh, that was a bit too high for my jump. Press space to jump, by the way. But yeah, it is. Now we have the copper ingot. So again, we're going to transform it. Then we're going to be able to make some more wires. Right? This mission is only 20 wires, so we could definitely do that manually. Or we could start automating. We can decide. I think we're going to do manually, quickly, for this. And then we can automate after. Yeah, it is. We definitely have enough. So let's go. Get 20 wires. Almost there. Now this one is not a 1-to-1, by the way. We're talking about 1-to-2. Yes, it is a 1-to-2 exactly. So here it is. We can deliver it and do our upgrade level 3. Perfect. Ada is happy.
Hub upgrade 3, interior furnishing, completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid. When you make the inevitable mistake, Fixit's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources used during construction, in line with our zero waste policy. We understand that Fix-It pioneers are only human and thus prone to error. Next time,
So it is, we have some lights and we have also a couple more things here inside and also some stairs. So we can go up and, you know, survey our domain. A few miners here and a few miners there. These ones, by the way, you can see they're not moving anymore. They're full. These ones, they still have light. They're still moving, so they're not full. That's something important. You know, we can make sure to grab it so that now they restart. Even if, you know, I'm definitely not gonna need all of this because we're gonna want to automate. Let's go quickly inside to show you what new do we have. We have over here our character customization. That is something completely new with version 1, where we can start customizing, for example, the gold helmet over here. We have different skin for a builder over here. We can have a trinket. I think we're gonna put a radioactive trinket for sure, right? Looks quite nice over here. And most importantly, you can change your color, right? So I like blue a lot. Let's see, and maybe some, yeah, that looks nice, don't you think? I like it. We can definitely change it, so tell me in the comments below if you don't like it. But it is. We don't have yet, no, we do. The toilet, we can do it. Let's go. We can put something into the toilet, maybe let's put some iron ore. It is. The toilet is flushing. Oh no, I lost all of my iron. My bad. Sorry. We can sleep there, by the way, and all of this. But more importantly, we can move forward, right? Terminal upgrade 4. Now we're going to want some cables and also some concrete, which is again something completely new. But the really good thing with this is that will give us access to a conveyor belt. So at that moment we can really start automating, and that's why I haven't automated before. In this one we got the constructors too, right? That's also really good. But yeah, let's make sure we try to get this one soon. So we're gonna need to make some cables and we're gonna need to make some concrete. So where do we get concrete? Well, we have a new one, limestone. Let's see where there is some limestone, and actually it's pretty far, 200, 200, right? So we're gonna need to walk a bit. So what I suggest is I'm gonna run all the way over here, and what you have to do is just click on the next episode to get there. Thank you for watching.